Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine in these difficult times of Corona. Myself, Harneet Kaur, I am Assistant Professor at AS College of Education, Kalal Majra, Khanna. So, I have started my channel to upload the notes of BA 2-year course. In this channel, we'll discuss about the topics of reading and reflecting on text, which is a subject of semester 4, and pedagogy of English. So, the first topic that I have selected is reading and its types. So, let us first understand the meaning of reading. What is reading? In simple terms, we all know that to read anything from a paper, from anything, that is called reading. But I have a bookish definition of reading, that is, reading is the complex cognitive process of decoding symbols to derive meaning. It is a form of language processing. So, what here we are discussing is we are saying that reading is a complex process. It is not as simple as it looks. It is that difficult process that deals with our mind. It means whenever we are reading something, we are involved with our mind in it. And when we are reading the words, it means we are trying to decode the symbols. We are trying to construct any meaning out of it. It is a form of language processing. Success in this process is measured as reading comprehension. So, what is reading comprehension? After reading the matter that actually you have understood, only that matter is called the reading comprehension. Reading is a means for language acquisition, communication, and sharing information and ideas. The symbols are typically visual, written or printed, but may be tactile. Tactile means that can be touched. We have noticed that in Braille language, the words are imprinted on the page. The blind people can touch the surface and can read. So, like all the languages, it is a complex interaction between text and reader, shaped by the prior knowledge, experiences, attitude, and the language community which is culturally and socially situated. So, we can say that language is that process that involves your mind, that involves your prior knowledge. Okay. Next, we have types of reading. There are several types of reading may occur in a language classroom, like oral, silent, intensive, linguistic, content, and under extensive there are skimming and scamming. So, let us first discuss the characteristics of reading. After reading, a reader is intensely involved in looking inside the text. Looking inside the text means when a reader is purely focused on whatever he is reading. He is actually trying to understand the meaning of the text. That is looking inside the text. Next, focus on linguistic or semantic details of reading. When you are reading and you are actually focusing on the linguistic part, or semantic means you are trying to grasp the meaning of words and sentences. Next, focus on surface structure details such as grammar or discourse marker. While reading, your focus should also be on the grammatical pattern and discourse mark, which also involves the important grammatical points. Next, identify key vocabulary. Next, draw pictures to aid them, such as in problem solving. Read carefully. So, aim is to build more language knowledge rather than simply practice the skill of reading. So, first we have the type of intensive reading. Intensive reading is used on shorter text in order to extract specific information. It includes very close, accurate reading for detail. Use intensive reading skill to grasp the details of specific situation. In this case, It is important that you understand each number, word, or fact, etc. So, as the word clarifies, intensive means it, the word comes from the word intense, that means deep, that means thorough. So, whenever you are reading something with your deep thought, when you are trying to understand each and every aspect of it, when you are reading something for the sake of your own knowledge, that is called intensive reading. It is generally used whenever you are reading any short type of information. Okay. Next, we can say that intensive reading calls attention to grammatical forms, discourse markers, and other surface structures, details for the purpose of understanding literal meaning, implications, rhetorical relationships, and the like. He draws an analogy to intensive reading as a zoom lens strategy. So, we can call that intensive reading is a reading as a zoom lens. When you put something under a zoom lens, you have magnified everything. You can see each and every detail clearly. So, same with the intensive reading. Whenever you are reading intensively, it means you are focusing on each and every aspect of grammar, vocabulary, surface structure, its meaning, its implications, relationship with other sentences, etc. Intensive reading activities. What actually you can be done after intensive reading is that you will be able to identify main ideas and details, making inferences. Making inferences means if you are reading carefully, you are reading with full focus, then you will be able to tell what next can be there in the plot. Looking at the order of information and how it affects the message. Identifying words that connect one idea to another. Identifying words that indicate change from one section to another. So, after intensive reading, you will be proficient in all these things. You will be able to define all the main ideas and details. You will be able to tell the key vocabulary. You will be able to tell the relationship between events and plots. So, here we have some examples of intensive reading, that is a bookkeeping record, an insurance claim, a contract. So, see, all these three things are seems to be some official document, and when it comes to an official document, we always read it with careful, and that is all about intensive reading. Okay, next we have extensive reading. Extensive reading is used to obtain a general understanding of a subject and includes reading longer text for pleasure as well as business books. Use extensive reading skills to improve your general knowledge of business procedures. Do not worry if you do not understand each word. So, as contrast to the intensive reading, extensive reading is quite easier. You can use this skill whenever you are reading longer text, for example, any novel. Okay, this improves your skill of reading only. It doesn't matter here if you do not understand each and every word, if you do not understand the grammatical patterns. Okay. Extensive reading is carried out to achieve a general understanding of a text. You get a general understanding of a text. This is the main point. In intensive reading, we read to get the specific information, but here we are focusing to achieve a general understanding of the text. Extensive reading as occurring when students read large amount of high interest material, usually out of class, concentrating on meaning, reading for gist, and skipping unknown words. The aims of extensive reading are to build readers' confidence and enjoyment. So, I guess it is quite clear that in extensive reading is when you just read for your own sake, when you are reading anything out of your syllabus, like you are reading any novel before going to bed. So, whenever you are reading for just, it means whenever you are reading something for your pleasure, for just to get an idea of that thing, that is called extensive reading. Okay. So, what are its characteristics? The purposes of reading are usually related to pleasure, information, and general understanding, as we have discussed in our previous slide. Reading is its own reward. Reading materials are well within the linguistic competence of the students in terms of vocabulary and grammar. Reading is individual and silent. Reading speed is usually faster than slower. Teachers orient students to the goals of the program. The teacher is a role model of a reader for the students. So, I guess it's clear that extensive reading deals with the pleasure, with the general information and understanding of the text. The reward of extensive reading is the reading itself, because you have actually developed your very own kind of speed in this. Nobody is judging you, nobody is going to ask you any question on the basis of grammar, on the basis of plot, on the basis of story. You can read on your own pace. Some activities are like interview each other about their reading. These activities can be organized by the peers themselves or can be organized by the teacher in the class after extensive reading. Interview each other about their reading. Reading may be combined with the writing component. For example, after reading the newspaper, students may be asked to write a newspaper report. Class time reading. Students may set their own goals for their next session. A reading log in which recording number of pages read and at what level. A reflection on what they noticed about their own reading. A book report or summary. A retelling of part of the text. Okay. Some examples are like the latest marketing strategy book, a novel you read before going to bed, any magazine articles that interest you. Okay. So next we have is scanning. It is also a type of reading. So scanning means a quick reading. We all are very well aware of the word scan. It means whenever you are going under a quick survey of something. Okay. So when it comes to reading, it is quick reading, focusing on locating specific information. Whenever you have to find something from your text, you have a full page, you are looking for any specific information, so you'll scan the page, you'll quickly go through the page, right? Scanning involves quick eye movements, not necessarily linear in fashion, in which the eyes wander until the reader finds a piece of information needed. Scanning is used when a specific piece of information is required, such as name, date, symbol, formula, or phrase is required. Okay, its characteristics are: scanning is used often with technical, scientific, or professional material to locate specific information. Scanning is a valuable skill for second language learners to develop because often they do not require a detailed read of text. It can be used where you need not to read the whole text, you are just locating for some specific details. Activities are like making predictions and guesses, use titles and tables of contents to get an idea of what a passage is about, activate prior knowledge, anticipate what they want to learn about the topics, use titles, pictures, and prior knowledge to anticipate the contents of the text, use keywords that may have been given them by the teacher that do not appear in the text that allude to the main idea. Okay, examples are like the what's on TV section itinerary of your newspaper, a train, airplane schedule, a conference guide. Okay, I thought you got it. Like A train schedule. There is a very long schedule mentioned on the board, but you are looking for the one that suits you. So that is, it means you are scanning the whole board. Next type is skimming. Skimming is also a quick reading to get to know the general meaning of passage, to know how the passage is organized, that is the structure of the text, to get the author's purpose. So skimming is that when you are reading something with your own pace, but you are reading at quite fast pace. Okay, so you are trying to get the general meaning of the passage, and it is when you're just trying to understand what the author's purpose behind that. Okay, the characteristics are: skimming is used to build student confidence and an understanding that it is possible to gain meaning without reading every word in a text. Okay, so under skimming reading, you need not to read each and everything of the text. You are just pointing to the particular knowledge of that thing. Skimming is used as a part of the SQ3R method of reading, often for speed reading. This method involves the students in surveying, questioning, reading, reviewing, and reciting. So it is used to review any topic. Activities like to locate facts and opinions, sets a time limit to the reading activity. Examples: the newspaper, when you're trying to quickly to get to the journal news of the day. Magazines, quickly to discover which article you would like to read in more detail. Business and travel brochures, quickly to get informed. Okay, so this was all. Let's get a quick recap of this, all the things we have discussed. Skimming, reading rapidly for the main points. Scanning, reading rapidly through a text to find specific information required. Extensive means reading longer text, often to pleasure and for an overall understanding. Intensive reading, reading shorter text for detailed information with an emphasis on precise understanding. I hope the topic is very well clear to you all. Now I have some questions for you guys. Please answer. A novel comes in which type of reading? Skimming, scanning, extensive, intensive? A newspaper comes in which type of reading? A poem or the telephone directory comes in which type of reading? Same. A recipe? So that's all for you guys. I hope the content will be beneficial for you all. You'll get the idea of what you want, what you were looking for in these type of topics. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving your time.